Well, looking for a great October food idea?
Chef Jordan Barco from My Verona in Cedar Falls has an idea straight from the pumpkin patch.
Well, as everyone knows, it's October and it's almost Halloween, of course. And at My Verona, you know, we specialize in Italian cuisine. Risotto, which is made from arborio rice, preparing arborio rice with shallots and stock of some kind, is a pretty traditional Italian dish. Now at My Verona, we like to kind of change things up, and we like to kind of just bring fusion, and we also like to do a lot of seasonality. And so what I have here today is pumpkin risotto. I've prepared the arborio rice already with the shallots and the stock, and I'm just going to go ahead and put that into the pan. And when you're making risotto, you either want to add cream and butter and stock, and you always want to add cheeses. And so I'll add that first.
All of my favorite things, butter, stock,
exactly.
and cheeses.
And so what I have here is canned pumpkin. Now, you know, normally at My Verona we like to do things fresh, but 9 out of 10 grandmas will tell you canned pumpkin's the way to go. And so we have this. We have this pumpkin, and of course you need to season it up because just canned pumpkin on its own is not great.
Right.
So we have brown sugar,
Yummy.
a little bit of Parmesan cheese, which we grate ourselves. We have cinnamon.
Excellent.
Nutmeg.
Always a good ingredient for a good fall dish.
Oh, always. And my personal fall favorite is fresh sage. And I like to try to put fresh sage in everything fall. And so when you come into My Verona and we have specials on there, it's going to be sage something, I'm sure. And then I add the cream, and we always use Hanson's Fresh Dairy, which is the best in town if you've ever had it. And you just go ahead and you start mixing that up in the pan, and you let that cook down. And you can already smell those distinct flavors, the cinnamon and the nutmeg.
It really smells heavenly.
Oh yes, and you know, this dish goes really well with venison. This weekend we used it with venison, and you know, venison kind of has that gamey flavor, and so I always try to put a little cinnamon and nutmeg in my venison, just to kind of tame down that gaminess, because not everyone likes it. But you could put this with chicken, pork, really anything you want, or it stands alone quite well too. So anything you want to use this for, it's perfect for fall, and it'll definitely be a hit at the table, at home, or you know, if you're having a dinner party.
Now, how sweet would this be? Is this going to be like pumpkin pie except risotto kind of thing?
It's going to be fairly sweet. It's not going to be you know, so sweet that it's going to put off the flavor of the meat, but it's going to definitely have a sweet flavor. It's definitely very fragrant, and you're going to be very happy at the end of it.
Then probably better as a side than as a main dish, for sure.
And so you just let that risotto cook up until it's got a nice consistency. You don't want it to be too goopy, but at the same time you don't want it to be too dry.
You can see that the cheese has melted. It's kind of sticking together a little bit.
The cheese works in there and does a great job of helping that out. And so you just go ahead and put that on the plate, and then if we were to serve this in the restaurant, we just go ahead and garnish it with a little bit of Parmesan right here and a little bit of sage, and maybe we'll go crazy and put a little bit of nutmeg around the edge too.
There you go. It's all about presentation.
It's all about presentation, and so there you have it. We have pumpkin risotto, and it's ready to eat, and I guarantee it's delicious.
All right. Thank you very much, Jordan.
My Verona in Cedar Falls.
We'll be right back.